Hey basketball players and basketball coaches, today we're going to be talking to you about OG Anunoby of the Toronto Raptors. If you don't know this player, you will soon. He is one of the better defenders on the Toronto Raptors, and we are really going to see that showcased in Disney this year in the playoffs. Now, what makes OG Anunoby so great? Of course, he has a massive wingspan. That does help. He has a lot of strength. He is basically a football player in a basketball player's body. He is massively strong. But the other thing that makes him so superior than others is his lateral quickness, his ability to slide in his defensive stance, and his ability hand-eye coordination. When players are trying to dribble and drive past him, he's able to pick off that ball and also pick off that swing pass. So let's get down, let's check out OG Anunoby and break down what he does so well. Okay, so here is OG Anunoby right there. We're playing against the Magic in this video. And what we have here is we can see that he is low. Check this out. We really want to zoom in here. So we have shoulders. So we actually have him pretty well sitting down on defense. Check this out. His legs are pretty much in a 90-degree angle. What this is doing for him is to get his shoulders down lower than his opponent's shoulders. This is going to allow him to become super quick. Now, zooming back out, we can now fast forward. Now, what he sees here, he's watching that head of that player. And the reason why is because now that player is going to try and pass into the low post. And when a player really telegraphs a pass, which means a one-handed pass really wide, trying to get around OG Anunoby, if you stick your hand out, you can see that player is about to pass. You need to go and stick that leg and hand out so that you can take up as much room as possible so you can get that steal. So now this is some low post defense against what looks to be Carmelo Anthony. He is a very good offensive player. Now, this is some post defense. Check out how low and wide OG Anunoby is. Why do you want to get wide? Well, let me tell you. Number one, if you are very narrow, that's going to allow this player to spin and attack that rim. By getting low, you're quick enough, and the offensive player knows that you're quick enough to go laterally and to get wide. And what does that do for you? Well, that just allows you to have a half a step on that player if he decides to spin. But also, that allows you to have the power and the strength to push back against a strong player. We see Carmelo trying to get a better position, and he can't. And because of that, OG Anunoby is low, he's on his toes, he's able to get up quick because of that, and he's able to block that shot. So now we are watching the point, and we have OG Anunoby guarding one of the better players of Miami. Looks to be Butler. Butler goes and does a quick jab, step, attack, dribble. And because OG Anunoby is on his toes, he's able to recover quickly. And he's staying low, and now he is really trying to force Butler to go towards his left side. As we know, Butler is a right-handed player, and he is very strong when attacking the right side, and this play has a player setting up a screen on that side. This is why OG is really trying to force Butler over towards that left side. And because of that, Butler is forced into that attack. Now, he gets cut off by another defensive king, which is Marc Gasol. This is why I think the Toronto Raptors are going to win the championships this year. They have probably the best defensive team in the league, and also backed up by one of the top 3 offenses in the league. So, because of that, he is forced into a jump shot, and OG Anunoby, his ability to get off the ground is ridiculous. If you can train your muscles to be quick, fast, twitch muscle exercises, plyometrics, those type of exercises will allow you to jump quick. Also, being on your toes helps. And because of that, he's able to get up there and block that shot because, well, let's face it, he was able to stay with Butler. Butler pulled up for a shot because he thought he lost OG, and he had Marc Gasol, who was going to block his shot anyways. And because of that, OG was able to block that shot. So here we have OG getting screened. Now he here is going to go underneath that screen. What we will notice with the Toronto Raptors is that on defense, they tend to switch a lot because most of their players can guard any position. And because of that, he's able to fight through that screen underneath, allow Ibaka to cut off the player who's driving. Now he's able to recover back to that player. Now, that player does take that shot fake. He pivots to go and take a shot, but what we see with OG is he doesn't jump for no reason. Now, what we see here is in how you can do this as well. If a player is not facing the rim, he is facing the sideline, you have a very good chance of that player, if he does go up for a shot, that it's going to be a shot fake. And by just getting your hand up, which we see OG doing here, whether it be a shot fake or not, it's going to be contested. Now, when he turns around, we know that as soon as, watch this, they both go up at the same exact time. OG actually may be a quarter or tenth of a second later, but he's got that length. And because of that, he's able to block that shot. Now, in this last clip that I'm going to break down, the Raptors are playing what looks to be a diamond 1-2-1-1 press defense, and they tend to do this once in a while. Nick Nurse has got some crazy strategies under his sleeves. And what we see here is OG Anunoby over here. Basically, they were playing a 1-2-1 and then another 1 press defense. We have a trap up top. Now OG Anunoby is playing in between these players. He didn't want to take one side or the other. He wants to play in the middle so he can try and pick off a pass either way. Now, depending on what goes wrong, this player is not going to be passing over here, but OG Anunoby is able to play behind this player. And if you're in that position in a game, this is a nice strategy or tip that I can give you, which is play behind this player. Cut off this player, play behind him. And the reason for that is because now, especially if this is a big, what's going to happen is he's going to get that ball, and this is most likely going to be a high pass because this player wants to keep it away from you. And because of that, this player is going to come down with the ball, and you can strip him right away. Quite easily, actually. And if you're playing low in a zone, just really quickly, I really want to show you this too. If you're playing low in a zone, you've got a little bit of a trap up top with a player on the weak side. You know that they're going to be passing over, or it's going to be a lob pass of some kind. Get low, get ready for a pickoff because you're going to be able to get it. Now, I hope that this video has helped you become a better defensive player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe. Of course, go check out my vertical jump training book in the description below. I'll see you guys again next time.